So see, so this is the first question that we are going to discuss today of partial derivative. As we know that we have discussed the definition of partial derivative in the last lecture. So you are very much aware. And the important thing is there in this question with the function u is the function. It is depending on x, y and z, three variable. This is important. And you know that if you want to prove this is equal to this, so you have to differentiate u with respect to x also, with respect to y also, with respect to z also, then you can show, you can prove this one. So let's start with the solution. So first I will find the derivative of u with respect to x, and you know that is a partial derivative, and it is very much clear to each and every student when I'm going to differentiate with respect to x, then y and z will be the constant. Okay, so log u, once again the challenge is the derivative. Derivative of log u is any function of x, general formula. Log u is 1 over u, derivative of u again. So this is the formula. So log u, this is a u, log u 1 over u, x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz, and derivative of, now this is the partial derivative. So derivative of u again, you are differentiating with respect to x. Now you don't think it is a u, this is just a formula. U is here, u is any function, the derivative of this thing again. Okay, so x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. Okay, so this will become x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. Now derivative of x cube with respect to x will be 3x square. Okay, derivative of y with respect to x 0, because this will become constant, it is cube here. So derivative of z cube with respect to x 0. Now here y and z are constant and 3 is constant. 3 is outside, y is outside, z is outside. Derivative of x with respect to x will be 1. So you have only minus 3yz. So this is the derivative of u with respect to x. The derivative, now we will find the derivative of u, this with respect to y. Now you can do very easily, you can do some shortcut. Log u will be as it is, and this will be x cube plus y cube 1 over u, this is cube, minus 3xyz. And when you will differentiate this thing again, you will get derivative of x cube with respect to y will be 0. Derivative of y cube with respect to y, this will be 3y square. Derivative of z with respect to y, because when we are finding the derivative with respect to y, x and z will be constant. Okay, so what you will get here, it will be 0. Now here 3 is constant, x is constant, z is constant. Derivative y with respect to y, it is 1. So you will get minus 3xz. So you will become 3y square minus 3xz upon cube, x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. Now then the same way you can find derivative of u with respect to z. So this will become x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. There is a challenge is only the derivative. If you know the derivative, then things are okay. Now you are finding the derivative with respect to z. So x is constant, y is constant, 0. Derivative of z cube is 3z raised to power 2. Now derivative of minus 3xyz with respect to z, it will be minus 3xy. So minus 3xy, because derivative of z with respect to z, it is 1. So you got all the values, derivative of u with respect to x also, sorry, x, y and z also. Now you know that your left hand side, see, if you will see the left hand side of your question, so you will add up all these values and you will square it. So you will get first curl u by curl x, curl u by curl y plus curl u by curl z. I am going to add it. So one thing is very clear, denominator is same, denominator of all the three terms same. So I will write x So I am writing it again square. It is x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. So the numerator of this, is this one, correct? You can write 3x square minus 3yz plus, now numerator of this is 3y square minus 3xz, and here is 3z square minus 3xy. So very interesting to see. Now you can rearrange all the terms. Denominator is same, x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. So 3x square, so 3 is common in each of the term. What we will write it? 3 is outside, x square plus, this is x square plus y square plus z square, and plus minus xy minus yz minus zx. So very interesting. You know that, student, you know that there is a formula of x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xy. So you know that these formulas are given in, I think, in 8th or 9th class. So I am going to write this formula. You will be, yes. Now x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz, it is x plus y plus z. This is a direct formula. This is the identity. X square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. So this is cancelled out. You are getting 3xyz plus z. So student, you have curl u by curl x plus curl u by curl y plus curl u by curl z is equal to 3xyz. Now it is the square of this. Now when you will square it, you will get 9 here and the square of this. This is the proof of your question. You can see what is given in the question. You have to prove is equal to this. So if you will see this question, the challenge is only the derivative. If you know the derivative, then things are okay, very much comfortable. See this question. This is another question. Z is depending upon x and y, and you have to prove this is equal to this. So double derivative of z with respect to x is equal to a square double derivative of z with respect to y. So first I will find the derivative of z with respect to x, because you know that if whenever you want to find out the double derivative, you have to find out single derivative first. So I will start the solution. Curl z by curl x. Now derivative of tan u, tan of anything, it is secant square anything. You must know the derivative of tan u will be secant square u and derivative of u again. So when you will find the derivative of y plus ax with respect to x again, y is the constant, derivative is 0, derivative of ax is a, because derivative of x is 1. This is the multiplication. Plus, now u raised to power n. So u raised to power n derivative, everyone must know that n is here, u raised to power n minus 1, derivative of u again. Correct? I am writing the formula also. So u raised to power n, 3 by 2 here, y minus a raised to power x, 3 by 2 minus 1, and derivative of u again. Derivative of y with respect to x is 0, derivative of minus ax is minus a. So what you will get, I will rewrite a secant square y plus ax plus, this is minus a, minus 3a by 2, so y minus ax whole raised to power 3 by 2 minus 1, it is 1 by 2. This is the first derivative of z with respect to x. Now I am going to find one more derivative of z with respect to x, means double derivative with respect to x. So you will find the derivative of this once again with respect to x. So see, a is constant outside, derivative of secant square, it you will write as a u raised to power n, means u is secant and n is 2. So 2 is here, secant, very interesting to see, means you will write secant y(ax) whole raised to power 2. So this I will consider u. So u raised to power n here u raised to power n minus 1, 2 here, secant y plus ax, 2 minus 1 is 1. And derivative of secant, u is a secant, derivative of secant again, and derivative of secant x is equal to, you can take secant u, it is secant u tan u and derivative of u again. Only the chain rule, means u raised to power n, 2 here, u raised to power n minus 1, derivative of u again, and u is the secant. Derivative of secant is secant u tan u, and derivative of u again, derivative of y is 0 and derivative of ax is a. So you will get a. The derivative of this is finished. Now minus 3a by 2 is outside, constant. So derivative of this 1 by 2 u raised to power n, 1 by 2 here, u raised to power n minus 1, and derivative of u again. So derivative of y is 0, minus ax is minus a. Correct? So what you are getting here, you are getting 2a into a square. The only challenge is the derivative. Secant into secant, secant square y plus ax, and into tan y plus ax. Correct. Now here minus minus plus 3a square, 2 into 2 4. Now 1 by 2 minus 1, it is minus 1 by 2. You will take it in the denominator and you will get root, because 1 by 2 will become the square root, you have y minus ax. So this is the double derivative with respect to x. So you will keep this thing aside and you will start the finding the derivative of z with respect to y. So first now you will find the derivative of z with respect to y. Now, when you are finding the derivative with respect to y, you will keep x as a constant. So you know that you can write here z is equal to tan y plus ax, and you have a y minus ax whole raised to power 3 by 2. It is very easy. So when you will find the derivative of this with respect to y, so you have a secant square y plus ax, because derivative of tan is secant, and derivative of u means y plus ax again, derivative of y is 1 and derivative of ax is 0. So you have only 1, you need not to write it. Now see the derivative of this, again u raised to power n. So 3 by 2 is here, y minus ax whole raised to power 3 by 2 minus 1, 1 by 2. And derivative of y minus ax again, it is 1 only, because y is variable, x is constant. Okay, so this is the first derivative. Now I will find the double derivative with respect to y. So what you will get, derivative of secant square. So 2 is here, derivative 2 is here, n is here, n, u raised to power n, u raised to power n is here, u raised to power n minus 1, 2 minus 1, 1. And derivative of secant again, derivative of secant u is secant into tan u, and derivative u again, y plus ax, derivative with respect to y is 1 again. So here 3 by 2 is outside, derivative of this will become y minus ax, 1 by 2 here. So 1 by 2 minus 1 minus 1 by 2, and derivative of this again is 1. So what you will get here, you just conclude this one. So it is 2 secant y plus ax whole square tan y plus ax, and this is 3 upon 4, and minus will become 1 by 2 positive in the denominator. You have this one. So now see this one. From here if you will get a square common, what you will get? 2 secant square y plus ax and tan y plus ax plus 3 upon 4 root y minus ax. So student, this is the derivative of, means you can take it as a, it is very much clear. You can take this is equation number 1, or you can take this is equation number 2. So from 1 and 2 you can write derivative of yu with respect to x is equal to a square, sorry, a square is common, a square, and this will become the derivative of double derivative of y with respect, sorry, u with respect to y. So this is the proof that you want, hence proof. Even you can see it, that is our requirement. This is the requirement that we want to find out. So this is the thing that we have to achieve. Another very important question. So it is small question and things are very much clear. Sometime you will be given in the function in this form. Mean this function is depending on x and y. Okay. Now this is z. Sorry, this is z, not y. This is z. So you know that first this is z. First you will find the derivative of z with respect to x and then derivative of z with respect to y. So when I will find the derivative of z with respect to x, so this will become interesting to see. Correct. Very interesting to see. So this is a function. This is a function. I will write derivative as a f dash. I don't know what kind of function is there. Derivative of f, I will take as a derivative f dash. Okay. And derivative of u, this is f dash u, and derivative of u with respect to x again. Derivative of y over x again. So derivative of this is f dash x, f dash of anything, and derivative of u is again. Then f dash y over x. Very interesting. Derivative of y over x. Now x is a variable and y is a constant. Y will be outside. So derivative of 1 over x means derivative of 1 over x. Even I can write it directly, but just for you people I am explaining it in detail. F dash y over x, y is outside, x, because 1 over x, derivative 1 over x, it is x raised to minus 1 over. So minus 1 here, u raised to n, x raised to minus 1 minus 2, and derivative of x with respect to x is 1. So you will get minus y upon x square and f dash y over x. You will keep this thing as it is, and we will find derivative of z with respect to y. Derivative of z with respect to y. So when I will find the derivative of z with respect to y, so what you will get here, f y over x y. So derivative of f is f dash, and derivative of y over x is again y over x is again with respect to y. Okay, so y over x is again. So you are finding the derivative with respect to y. So x is constant, you will get 1 over x is outside, derivative y is 1. So you have 1 over x f dash y over x. So what you will do here, you will take the left hand side of this. Now what you have, the left hand side is x, left hand side, x curl u by curl x, y curl u by curl y. I will substitute the value of curl u by curl x, sorry, curl z. curl z by curl x is this. So you will put minus y f dash y over x upon x square plus now y. So derivative of z with respect to y is this 1 over x f dash y over x. So what you will get, this x is cancelled with this x, you are getting equal to minus y over x f dash y over x plus y over x f dash y over x. This is cancelled out and you are getting 0 which is equal to right hand side. Hence proved. This is a very interesting question. You can do such kind of a question in future also. This is another very important question. And this question comes, I think, 3-4 times in the previous examination, final examination. So let's do it. So we have to prove that this is equal to this. And given is value of v is given and value of r square is given. So first I will make the function, because the function is v. Function is, you have to differentiate v with respect to x, y, z 2 times. So first of thing you will, now v is r raised to power n and you have a r square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square. So what you will do, you can find the value of r here from here, x square plus y square plus z square. This 2 will become 1 by 2. Okay, square root. So you can put the value of r here. You have a r is x square plus y square plus z square whole raised to power 1 by 2. Power m is there, you will get m by 2. So this is your v, final v. Now we will find the derivative with respect to, double derivative with respect to x, y or z respectively. So how we will get? First I will find the derivative of v with respect to x. Okay, so see it. So differentiation u raised to power n here, u raised to power n minus 1 and derivative of u again. So derivative of with respect to x means x square plus y square plus z square is again. So what you will get here, m by 2 x square plus y square plus z square. So you will get here m, when you will take LCM you will get m minus 2 by 2. Now the derivative of x square with respect to x is 2x. Derivative of y square with respect to x 0, because you know that when you are finding the derivative with respect to x, then y and z will be constant. So you will get 0 plus 0. So you are getting only 2x. So 2 is cancelled out. You have curl v by curl x is equal to m x square x, this x into x square plus y square plus z square m minus 2 by 2. Now we will find the double derivative. Double derivative of v with respect to x square. X means you will find the one more derivative of this with respect to x. Now student, m is constant, you will take it outside. Correct? You can take m is outside constant. So you will consider this as a u into v. So you will consider this formula as a u into v, means formula of derivative of u into v, product formula. U will be outside derivative of v, then v is outside derivative of u. You will use this product formula. This I will consider u, this is v. So x is outside, u is outside, derivative of v. So derivative of this with respect to x will be m minus 2 by 2 here, u raised to power n. Correct? It will be here x square plus y square plus z square m minus 2 by 2 minus 1, and derivative of this again. So derivative of x square is 2x, derivative of y square is 0, z square is 0, because you know that you are finding the derivative with respect to x, plus this plus. Now v is outside, v is this whole, means x square plus y square plus z square m minus 2 by 2, and derivative of x is 1, because you are finding with that with respect to x, correct? So what you are getting here, you are getting here this 2 is cancelled out. What you are getting, curl square v curl x square will be is equal to, I will multiply this m into m minus 2 x into x, it is x square. So x square plus y square plus z square. When you will take the LCM, you minus 2 minus 2, you will get m minus 4 by 2, plus this m will multiply here also, you will get m x square plus y square plus z square raised to power m minus 2 by 2. If you will see the double derivative of v with respect to x, it is very interesting to see it, that means here you can find the derivative of v with respect to y directly, with respect to y directly. You just do one thing, because you need not to find the derivative of y first and then once again. So here will be m minus 2, I am just generalizing it. When you have x square, you will get y square, because earlier you are finding the derivative with respect to x, you are getting x square here. Now with respect to y, you are getting y square. X square plus y square plus z square, this will be same. Now here m x square plus y square plus z square. No change in any other term. So the only change will you get here, in place of x square you are getting y square. And in the same way you can write the derivative with respect to z, like m minus 2 z square x square y square z square m minus 4 by 2 m x y square z square m minus by 2. So here, without, before taking this one, you can write similarly. Okay, we can find double derivative with respect to y and double derivative with respect to. After that, you have to prove this is equal to. Now you will add all these derivative and you are required to get this. Let's see what happened. We will see. We will add all these terms. So even you can add it. So I'm going to add now curl square v curl x square plus curl square v curl y square plus curl square v curl z square. It will be. Now very interesting to see. You will add these first term first, because now one thing very important. In these first three terms, m minus 2 and this part is common. Only difference is x square, y square, z square. So m is common, m minus 2 is common. So x square plus y square plus z square whole raised to power m minus 4 by 2 is common. So what is the rest of the thing? X square is left, y square plus, because you are adding, plus y square plus z square. So these three terms I have added. Now when you will add these three terms, they are same. The only thing is you will get plus 3m, because same thing, when you will add 3 times, you will get 3 times into m x square plus y square plus z square m minus 2 by 2. Now here student, power of this is 1. Now when the base are same, power will be added. So what you will get here? You will get m into m minus 2 x square plus y square plus z square m minus 4 plus 2 plus 1. This is separate. Plus 3m x square plus y square plus z square m minus 2 by 2. Very much clear. Now see, when you will solve this one, m minus 4 by 2 plus 1, when you will take the LCM, you will get m minus 4 plus 2, you are getting m minus 2 by 2. Now what you are getting here, m into m minus 2 x square plus y square plus z square m minus 2 by 2 plus 3m x square plus y square plus z square m minus 2 by 2. Correct? So here this and this is same. Correct? This is common. Now what you will get here, when x square, so x square plus y square plus z square whole raised to power m minus 2 by 2 is common. Correct? So what you will get here, you will get m into m minus 2 plus 3m. This is the left. Now student, one more thing is there. You know that value of r is equal to x square plus y square plus z square whole raised to power 1 by 2. So if you will write it, this m by 2, you can write it, it is 1 by 2 whole raised to power m minus 2, because when you will multiply power with power, you will get m minus 2 by 2. So you can write this as this also. So what you are getting here, now even you can solve this one also, m into m square minus 2m plus 3m. Now this will become r raised to power m minus 2. Now here m square minus 2m plus 3m plus m, and you have r's m minus 2. Now from here you will get m common, m plus 1 is left into r raised to power m minus 2. So this is equal to right hand side. You can see what you want to prove it. This is the requirement. So we have proved it perfectly. Answer. See, the next topic is the homogeneous function. It is also very useful, and when you will see its importance after discussion with the after definition, you will be surprised. Many questions you can find very quickly, because we have a one theorem based on the homogeneous function. It is the Euler theorem. It is given by the very renowned mathematician Euler, and he has given very important theorem on the homogeneous function. So first we will write the definition of the homogeneous function. A function z is said to be homogeneous homogeneous of x and y if it can be expressed in the form of x raised to power n f y over x. Here n is the, very important, n is the degree of the function. N is the degree of the function. So, very simple definition. Any function means like you have any function z depending upon x and y. If you can convert this function into this form, then it is known as a homogeneous function. So you things will be more clear to you people when I will take one example, like take z is equal to x cube minus y cube upon x plus y. Now I will explain, I will check whether it is homogeneous or not. So what I am going to do, I am going to take x cube common from the numerator. So you will get from where here you will get 1 and here you have a y cube minus x cube. Now from the denominator I am going to get x common. You will get 1 plus y over x. Now this x, 1x is cancelled. You have a x square and what you are getting here 1 minus y over x whole square in whole cube and 1 plus y over x. Student, very interesting step here. So see this whole thing, every term, if anywhere variable is there, variable is only y over x. See, y over x, y over x, nothing else is there. So you can write x square is outside. You can write this is the function of, this is the function of y over x, means this is depending upon y over x. So I have converted this function into this form. Now see, whatever the power of x is there, so its degree is equal to 2. Now, whenever you have a homogeneous function, you must want the degree of that one. If you are not able to convert any function into this form, then it will not be a homogeneous function. And then no degree. Okay? So you must know that the degree of the, first you have to check whether it is homogeneous or not. And if it is homogeneous, then what will be its degree or not. Student, sometime function is depending upon more than with 2 variable, maybe 3 variable, and you want to check whether it is homogeneous and or not, and then what will be the degree. So I will explain with the help of example. Like I have a function z, sorry f. This is a function depending upon x, y, z. Let us suppose this is another question, 4x raised to power 3 plus 2y square z plus x plus 2y plus 3z. Let us suppose function is depending upon x, y, z. If you are able to convert it into x raised to power n, x raised to power n, and f will be, you can convert f into like depending upon y over x or z over x, only in those two variables. Means very simple, if you are able to convert this function into this form, then it will be homogeneous. I will try it. How I will try? See it. So first from here I am getting common x cube. I am getting common x cube. You have a 4 here. So 2y square z upon x cube. Very interesting to see this. From here denominator I am getting x common. So you have a 1 plus 2 over y over x plus 3 z over x. So very interesting is next step. So you, this x is cancelled out, you have getting 2 x square. Now you are getting 4 plus, very interesting. So you have a 2. Now student, y square, y upon, you have x cube, you can take 1 2x with y square. 1x is still left, you can write z over x. Yes, upon 1 plus 2 y over x is already there, and 3 z over x is already there. Means you can see everything, this is a function of either y over x or z, means only variable y over x or z over x. So means this is a homogeneous function of degree. Now see, degree, whatever the power of x is there, it is the degree. So degree is equal to 2. See student, this is a very important theorem given by the Euler theorem of homogeneous. Okay, so if z be the homogeneous function of x and y of order n, correct, then x curl z by curl x, y curl z by curl y is equal to nz for all x, y. So you have to prove it. I will prove it. Before using it, I will prove this theorem. So very interesting to see the proof. Now, it is given proof. See the proof. It is given since z is homogeneous genius function, then you know that z can be written, you know the definition, x raised to power n f y over x. This is the definition of homogeneous theorem. Means now what you will do, I will find the derivative of z with respect to x. So this will be u into v, because x is here also and here also. So x raised to power n outside, then derivative of this f dash y over x, and derivative of y over x again, and y will be the constant outside, or derivative of 1 over x minus 1 over x square. Already we have done this kind of a question earlier. Plus u outside, derivative of v. Now f y over x outside, then derivative of x raised to power 3, n. It will be n x raised to power n minus 1. So you will get here, you can, now you can write it, because you can write it like n x raised to power n. I am writing this term first, f y over x, okay, and plus minus, this is minus, this minus x square. You know that there is x square and here is x power n. So n minus 2, you will get n minus 2, because here is x square, here is n. When you will subtract it, you will get n minus 2, x n minus 2, and you have a f y also, and f dash y over x. So you will get this one. Now what you have, you know that in our theorem you need to multiply x with curl z by curl x. I will multiply with x now. X multiply curl z by curl x will be is equal to, when you will multiply x with that, you have a n x raised to power n, because 1x will be minus 1 will be eliminated, n f y over x, okay, minus. Now when you will multiply x with that, you will get x n minus 1 y f dash y over x, f dash only, no double dash. So this is this term. Now one more interesting thing is, this is again z, this is z, so n z, because this is the value of z, minus x raised to power n minus 1 y f dash y over x, correct. Now what you will do, now you will find the derivative of z with respect to y. So when you know that z is equal to x raised to power n f y over x. Okay, so what you will get here, what you will get, you have u, because you are finding the derivative with respect to y, so this will be constant, x raised to power n outside, so derivative of f dash y over x now, and derivative y over x, again it is 1 over x. So when you will subtract it, you have x raised to power n minus 1 f dash y over x. So when you will multiply y with this, you will get x raised to power n minus 1 y f dash y over x. Now by adding this and this, you will get x curl z by curl x plus y curl z by curl y. So this will be cancel out, you are getting only is equal to nz. So this is the proof. So student, this is the proof. So you are getting the required answer, and we have proved this theorem, and you know that n is the order, means if z is any homogeneous function of order n, you can write this result directly by using Euler theorem. So this is the proof, final answer.